What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new Japan vlog. Now today we're going to be doing some sneaker shopping in Harajuku, and then part 2 of this vlog I'll actually be going to a hidden store, so make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on that video going up tomorrow. Now today I'm going to show you guys some heat. Japan's got some heat sitting, and you're going to like what you see. So with that said, before we actually go to the sneaker stores in Harajuku, I want to give you guys a hotel recommendation because I go to Japan a lot and a lot of you guys ask me what hotel should I stay at or what Airbnb should I stay at. And well, if you're staying at an Airbnb, then use my link in the description down below. It'll give you like a $25 or $30 discount if you sign up through Airbnb with my link. And if you use hotels, then check out this hotel that I stayed at because this hotel was lit. Room tour time. So we're staying at the RESALE Hotel, and it's a really nice hotel. Very low key, so it's actually in this gray building, and it's just super nice. It's a very premium kind of feel and a price point that's very affordable, I want to say. So this is how you get in. You go through this door, and I'll give you guys a look at the lobby and the rooms. Really nice feel to it. It smells really good too. They have like candles and incense, and then over here is the elevator, and your room key will take you directly to the floor. You don't have to push a button, you just tap your room key onto the scanner and it brings you up. Here is a hotel room tour real quick. Got room 208. And here it is. You basically gotta throw in the key right here for the power. Everything turns on, and it's a small room, but it's a very luxurious kind of feel, and I really like what they've done with the place. We got a little stool there for putting stuff. I'm leaving right now today, actually, so this is my luggage one. Then we got the bed. I think it's a double-sized bed, or almost a queen. You have a hallway right here, restroom, really nice toilet, and then all the buttons are on the wall. You got a double-sided sink, so it's gonna be really good if you have another person you have to share with. So if I have my girlfriend here, perfect. And you can actually close this for privacy, and bam. You get the mirror right here. Over here we have a nice little workspace. We got a desk. Comes with a tablet and a phone, which you can take out of the place and use if you want. We also have a light right there. The wooden wall is a really nice touch, and it has a random thing about Apollo 11. TV's here, very cozy. You can set up the pillows, so if you want to play video games and stuff, you can do so, and it's really nice. The bed felt amazing. The sheets are amazing. Over here we got some storage, so I can put your you can put your shoes here. Over here we have a mini fridge. And then we got some more storage here. Here's a look at the shower. Probably one of the best Japanese showers I've ever used. All the amenities are really nice and really good smelling. And then the shower just feels really good. We have some towels and stuff. And yeah, this is that side of the sink. And you don't get privacy if someone's in the shower, but the shower does fog up. So it's a really cool wash setup. Never seen anything like this before. That's basically the room tour. I'll have the hotel name on screen right now if you guys want to check it out. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but I'm definitely going to come back here again because it really has a premium feel in such a really good location too. So the price point was pretty solid, and yeah, I'll probably bring Natty back here because this is definitely perfect if you're going to Japan as like a couple.
Remembered in the past we had better days. When in a downward spiral fast, I had to get away. Never thought you'd be that everlasting.
So I uploaded a 30-minute vlog the other day showing you guys a bunch of shops in Japan, and I didn't want to upload 2 30-minute videos back to back, so we're going to break this video into 2 different parts. Part 1 will be a lot of sneaker shopping, and part 2 will actually be showing you guys a secret store in Japan that you need to check out that has some really good prices and some very unique pieces. With that said, this is Tokyo 23, probably one of the best stores when it comes to Jordans, when it comes to shopping for them here in Harajuku, Japan. They carry a lot of cool clothing as well, so if you're a fan of Jordan brand itself, elephant print, bread, you know, anything related to Michael Jordan, this is a store you need to check out. Here's a look at what's sitting at Tokyo 23. Not too much heat today, but just want to quickly show you guys what they have. This was again the store that did carry the Travis Scott ones, and it's like the unofficial Jordan store essentially of Japan. This is surprising to see. They still have the Getre Air Jordan 1 in GS sizes. And another thing that's actually really interesting to see is like this New York Knicks colorway Air Jordan 1 that just came out. I didn't know these came out, but it looks like it's a woman's or GS size exclusive. These Air Jordan Legacy 312s have also been popping up everywhere lately. So they have 2 colorways available. And then these, how do you guys feel about these? I did a review on these earlier in the channel, so if you haven't seen it, check it out if you haven't yet already. These are size 12, but these are reselling at all of the resale stores right now in Japan. Now a couple doors down from Tokyo 23 we have Billy's. Now Billy's is another another great sneaker store in Japan. They have a couple locations, and this location particularly has Yeezys sit for the most part when Yeezys drop. So they had the analog 700s, and if you guys want to see all the sneakers that Billy's has, make sure you guys check out the other Japan sneaker shopping vlogs, as we don't go into the store for this particular video. Next up, beside there, they actually have Undefeated. Now, Undefeated does not let you film, unfortunately, but it's definitely worth checking out because they carry a lot of heat, and they have other locations besides this one, but this is the most popular one in the heart of Harajuku. Besides that, they have Kixlab. Now, Kixlab was like the premier resale store for shoes in Japan. It was basically Flight Club, but Japanese. And they shut down this location, surprisingly. I didn't know it shut down until I got here. And they actually switched locations to their older store, which was their retail location where they sold a lot of shoes for retail. And we're going to be going into that at the end of the video. But they completely got rid of their regular retail price sneakers, and now they're purely resale. So it's Japanese Flight Club. We'll be getting into that store later in today's video, and you guys won't believe what kind of machine they have at the front of the store. Next up, let's check out Atmos. Now, the next stores I was going to show you guys were going to be Atmos and Chapter, but it looks like Chapter now is turned into Atmos number 2. Right here in Harajuku. So let's go inside and see what they have right now. Now, Atmos is Japan's most popular and biggest in terms of brand recognition stores in Japan when it comes to sneakers. Atmos has a big foothold in sneaker culture here in Japan. They've done several collaborations with Nike in the past, and they carry a wide range of brands at the store, including Nike, Adidas, Vans, even some really obscure shoes I'll show you guys later. Now, this is the Harajuku location. They have two, which are very close, and we did go to the other one in a previous video, so make sure you guys check out the previous Japan sneaker shopping vlogs. You'll be surprised with what you see. So here's a look at Atmos in Harajuku. Now, this location also has some really good Pumas, and they'll also carry some unique sneakers that a lot of the other stores don't tend to carry. So if you're looking for, you know, a really cool shoe that's a Japan exclusive kind of thing, this is the place to go to. And yes, acronym Prestos are still sitting. Now, one question I get very frequently is, where can I find some really cool socks to go with my sneakers? And well, Atmos is the store. Here's a look at the selection of socks, and I bought a few pairs from them in the past. You might recognize them from my Instagram. Besides that, here's the right hand side of Atmos, which carries more brands like Reebok, and the Japanese love their Reebok pumps, these Insta Pump Furies that slip on really easily. They also have some more shirts on this side of the store, from Nike to Adidas and Puma. And then here's a look at more of the Nikes and Jordans that they have, including a bunch of Element React 87s and 55s. Here's the Converse selection that they have, and they also carry Uggs. Yes, Uggs. You're looking at that correctly. There's Ugg sneakers that are not Bape. I was not aware this was a thing. It blew my mind. Here's a look at the Reebok selection. They carry the best Reebok selection in Japan. They also have Asics Onitsuka Tiger. They also carry Hoka, which is a brand I'm not familiar with right there. And they also have a pretty decent Adidas selection. The time I was here, they were carrying a bunch of different Ultra Boost 2.0s with that little gradient effect on the prime knit upper. Looks really clean, and I absolutely love the red pair. Probably one of my favorite Ultra Boosts that they made. Here's a silver metal pack that they also had sitting, and then here's also a look at the Fila and Adidas women's selection. They show some love for the women sneakerheads out there. It's pretty dope. So we just wrapped up at Atmos, and it turns out that Atmos actually owns Chapter, and they basically closed all of the Chapter stores in Japan, and now they're Atmos. So no more Chapter. I like Chapter, but it's pretty much the exact same stuff they sold at Atmos anyway, so it's all by the same owner. So now it's Atmos times 2 at this location, and then I also bought some socks. Next up, we're going to be going to a low-key sneaker store you might miss if you're just looking at eye-level stuff on the street. This one's called Getre, and it's located right beside this Family Mart that was on the Atmos street, a store called Warp, which is a more expensive, thrifty, designer kind of store. And to get into Getre, you got to go down these stairs right here. So this is a small little guide of how to get into the store. And Getre used to have a ton of off-white and a ton of heat sneakers. Now they actually are pretty much a retailer, like an actual store that sells shoes at retail price, not resale. So they have a really great selection of Vans, a great selection of Fila as well, and it's probably the best place in Japan to buy Vans. Now there are other stores like ABC Mart, but Getre usually has the heat. Like, check this out. Look at those flames. Look at those flames, boy. They got the Charlie Brown looking ones too, and they just have a really good selection of Converse as well. So if Converse are more up your alley, they got you covered with the Converse selection, and they're one of the only stores in Japan that sells DC shoes. There aren't too many. I've never actually seen DC shoes being sold anywhere but Getre, so that's really cool. They also got some night joggers, some Ultra Boosts for retail. These are in fact retail price, the OG colorway, and this Ultra Boost 4.0 is on sale for $200 Canadian. They also carry a bunch of sort of obscure shoes. So here's just a bunch of random Nikes that they had. They also have these cool Prestos underneath these blazers. No, those aren't the Prestos. There we go. You saw them. But yeah, they have a bunch of random Nikes, and I would assume these are from basically like an outlet. They're like outlet looking sneakers, and then they have brand black. This is the only store in Japan I've seen sell brand black sneakers. These are 28,000 yen. And these definitely have that Balenciaga Triple S kind of vibe. Bunch of Jordans here, not too much actually, but they have the Concords, and you guys know the Concords. Oof, these are nice. So that was Getre, and I was actually really surprised with the lack of shoes they had for resale there. Usually they had a ton of stuff, like the last time they had Off-White Vapor Maxes and a ton of other Jordans. This time around, they pretty much had all shoes for retail, and then there was like 5 to 6 shoes that were going for resale. So I'm not sure what happened. Maybe the management like changed something about their store, but obviously they're not really a resale shop anymore. But if you guys were looking for a store to buy like Converse and Vans and some other like Nikes and Adidas for retail, that's another store you should hit up. So this is Kixlab, probably the most expensive sneaker store here in Japan. It is again Flight Club of Japan. If you're looking for a shoe, they probably have it. Do they have it for a high price? Probably so. Now this is the cool machine they have at the front of the store. It's this really cool claw machine. I've never actually seen a sneaker claw machine before, so it was refreshing, you know, compared to a Keymaster. Right in the front center of the store, they have a bunch of recent releases and some all-time classics like these retro Jordans and Air Max sneakers you guys see here. The Air Jordan 1 selection is of course top-notch given it is Japan. They have a ton of different colorways all displayed very easily for you to pick and choose from your favorites. These yellow ones are probably one of my favorites, very expensive, along with these recently released crimson tints, and these are insanely expensive here in Japan, $576 Canadian. Here's a look at the classic Chicago colorways. We got some more sneakers right here with Off-White, some Jordan 11s, 6s, 5s, it's all organized by the retro number. Next up, we have a general look at the Air Max Pluses and Air Max TNs. This is just a small sample of the Air Max sneakers. There's a whole bunch more in the back of the store, but here's a look at the Air Max Pluses, which are actually reselling for a pretty good amount here, 338 Canadian, while these went on sale in Canada for like 220 or 190, so one of the more expensive Air Max sneakers here in Japan. Next up, we have the kids and women's sneakers available here at Kixlab, and they actually have a really good selection of both kids and women sizes available compared to all the other resale stores that mainly specialize in men's sneakers. So if you have a girl in your life, if you want to get them some heat in Japan, this is the place you should stop by. Next up, we got the Blazers. Now these are the vintage 77 Nike Blazers. I still have to review my blue pair. I'm so freaking behind on reviews, but these resell for a ton in Japan, guys. These resell for an absolute ton. We're talking 250 Canadian. Damn! Next up, we're going to check out the back of the store, and the store has a ton of Air Maxes. Japanese people love their Nike Air Maxes, and they have a ton of them in the back right here, including the Air Max 95s, the 1s, the 90s. Here's a look at some of the collaborations of the 95s. Here's the 97s, the Air Max Pluses. They got it all. They really do have some of the best selection when it comes to Air Maxes in Japan. So stop by here if you're an Air Max aficionado. With that said, they also have one of the most hypey sneakers in Japan for some outrageous prices, and you might have seen this shoe before. It's the Nike Air More Uptempo. These bad boys right here in a variety of different colors, they resell for an insane premium here in Japan. These right here were on sale in Canada for $200 Canadian when they were on like clearance racks and stuff, and they resell in Japan for, you guessed it, 626 Canadian dollars. Very expensive. Insanely expensive. I still have this pair sitting in my collection untouched because I think they're ugly. This pair is another one, for example. I bought them on sale in America for 150 US dollars, and now they resell here in Japan for 473. You know, I gotta probably stock up on a bunch of these and then sell them to some Japanese people. With that said, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you guys stay tuned for tomorrow's video for some more Japanese vlog action. Enjoy this time lapse of Shibuya crossing. I absolutely love Japan. And if you guys want to binge watch more Japan vlogs, I got a playlist in the description down below. Have a blessed day.